What would you do if you had unlimited funds to prepare for doomsday? Picture this. You're not just stashing away canned goods and a first aid kit. No, your wallet doesn't know the meaning of limit. We're talking about the world of high stakes, high bank balances, and high-tech survival. This is prepping on a scale most can only dream of. This isn't just about survival. It's about maintaining a lifestyle, even when the world as we know it ceases to exist. Imagine the allure of extreme wealth, the intrigue of limitless possibilities, and the daunting task of planning for the end of the world. It's a scenario that captivates and confounds, as we wonder just how far the ultra-rich are willing to go to ensure their survival. From luxury bunkers to private armies, off-planet escapes to high-tech havens, the possibilities are as endless as the bank accounts funding them. Let's find out how the ultra-rich are preparing for the end of the world. When money is no object, the bunkers become more akin to luxury resorts. And that's just the beginning. For those with deep pockets, preparing for doomsday is no longer about simple survival. It's about surviving in style. Take the converted missile silo in Kansas, for example. This isn't just a bunker. It's a luxury condominium complex nestled deep below the Earth's surface. This place has it all. We're talking swimming pools, movie theaters, even a rock climbing wall. And that's not even mentioning the actual living spaces, which are more akin to a penthouse suite in Manhattan than a traditional bunker. But it's not just about the amenities. The silo is also designed to withstand a nuclear blast and is equipped with state-of-the-art air filtration systems to protect its inhabitants from nuclear, biological, and chemical attacks. Not too shabby for a place originally designed to launch intercontinental ballistic missiles, right? And then there's the Billionaire, who transformed a former army base in the Czech Republic into a lavish fortress. This fortress, complete with a private airstrip and a hospital, is surrounded by acres of forest, providing not just security, but privacy and self-sustainability as well. Another example is the Billionaire bunker in New Zealand, a country known for its remote location and political stability. This luxury compound is designed to be self-sufficient, with its own power and water supply, as well as a farm to provide food in case of a catastrophe. But it's not all business. There's also a golf course, a gym, and even a spa to keep the inhabitants entertained and relaxed. These examples are just a snapshot of the luxurious ways the ultra-rich are preparing for doomsday. But it's not just about the glitz and glamour. These bunkers also represent a serious commitment to safety and survival, albeit with a hefty price tag. After all, when it comes to the apocalypse, it seems that money really can buy peace of mind. But bunkers are just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to uncover about the extravagant ways the super-rich are prepping for the end of the world. But that's a story for another time. In a world where technology reigns supreme, the ultra-rich are leveraging it for their survival. Imagine a post-apocalyptic landscape. How do you survive? If you're one of the ultra-rich, you're likely turning to high-tech solutions. The ultra-wealthy are investing in state-of-the-art technology to ensure they can weather any storm. This doesn't just mean the latest gadgets. It's about creating sustainable, self-sufficient ecosystems that can operate independently of external infrastructure. One of the most critical elements for survival is water. For this, the ultra-rich are investing in advanced water purification systems. These aren't your everyday Brita filters. We're talking about systems that can convert even the murkiest water into something potable. Some are so advanced, they can even pull moisture straight from the air, ensuring a constant, reliable water source. But of course, these systems need power to operate, and that's where renewable energy comes into play. Solar panels and wind turbines are the go-to choices, but some are going a step further. Geothermal energy, harnessing the Earth's natural heat, is an increasingly popular option. And don't forget about hydroelectric systems, turning the power of flowing water into electricity. A prime example of this high-tech survival approach is Tesla's Elon Musk. He's not just pushing for sustainable energy solutions, he's living them. His homes are powered by renewable energy, and he's working on developing advanced battery systems to store that energy for when it's needed. It's a testament to the fact that survival doesn't have to mean going back to the Stone Age. It can also mean forging ahead into a new, sustainable future. In the end, high-tech survival is about more than just surviving. It's about thriving. It's about creating a world where we're not just dependent on the grid, but where we can create our own independent sources of water and power. It's a vision of the future that's not just about doom and gloom, but about hope and resilience. However, technology is not the only thing they're investing in. But more on that in just a moment. If you're liking this video, hit the like button and subscribe for future content. When you're ultra-rich, safeguarding your assets involves more than just an alarm system. It's about creating your own world, a fortress of solitude, if you will, where you can retreat when things go south. And what better way to secure your fortress than by having your own private army? Yes, you heard that right. Some of the ultra-rich don't just rely on local law enforcement or traditional security measures. They go all out and hire private security firms, and often staffed by ex-military personnel. These firms provide everything from personal bodyguards to surveillance drones, ensuring their clients are always under a watchful eye. But having a private army isn't just about protecting yourself and your assets. It's also about maintaining control over your safe haven. These private armies can enforce the rules and laws set by their employers, ensuring that their safe haven remains exactly that, safe. Now, let's talk about these safe havens. These are not just any old holiday homes. They are often located in remote, hard-to-reach locations, away from the hustle and bustle of cities and towns. Think of them as the ultimate bug-out locations. One notable example is Oracle's Larry Ellison, who bought 98% of the Hawaiian island of Lanai. With its own water supply, agricultural land, and even a luxury resort, the island is essentially a self-sustaining community. And with Ellison at the helm, he can dictate how the island is run, who can live there, and most importantly, who can't. But while having your own private army and safe haven may sound like the ultimate prepping plan, it's worth noting that these are not foolproof strategies. Natural disasters, global economic collapse, or even a zombie apocalypse, these are all scenarios that no amount of money or manpower can fully protect against. So, despite the seemingly impenetrable security measures and idyllic safe havens, the ultra-rich are not immune to the unpredictability of life and its potential calamities. Or to put it in another way, still, these preparations might not be enough. For some billionaires, Earth itself is too risky. That's right, when you've got the kind of money that could fund a small country, the idea of staying grounded during a doomsday scenario might seem a bit pedestrian. For these ultra-wealthy individuals, the final frontier isn't just a place for exploration and scientific discovery, it's the ultimate escape plan. The allure of off-planet survival has captivated the attention of many a billionaire. The concept of space travel and colonization is no longer the realm of science fiction, but a tangible reality within our grasp. And who's leading the charge? None other than some of the wealthiest figures on the planet. Take, for example, Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. Bezos' fascination with space isn't a secret. He founded Blue Origin, a private aerospace manufacturer and suborbital spaceflight services company. But this isn't just a pet project for him. Bezos sees space as humanity's future, a place where millions of people could live and work. His vision? A future where Earth is zoned residential and light industrial, with heavy industry and population growth happening in space. Now, Bezos isn't alone in his interest in the cosmos. Many of his peers in the Billionaire Club share similar sentiments. They see space as the next frontier, a place of unlimited potential, and a refuge from any potential disasters that might befall Earth. However, it's crucial to note that these off-world plans are not without their challenges. The logistics of space travel and colonization are still being worked out, and it's a venture fraught with danger and uncertainty. But these billionaires see the risks as worth taking, and their willingness to invest in these ambitious projects is a testament to their commitment to survival. While these plans may seem outlandish, they highlight the extent of preparations the ultra-rich are willing to make. So the next time you're wondering about the lengths some people will go to ensure their survival, just remember, for some, the sky's not the limit. It's just the beginning. Even if we don't have billions to spend, there are lessons we can learn from the ultra-rich. Let's start with the concept of diversification. Just as the ultra-rich diversify their investment portfolios, we can diversify our resources. Instead of putting all our eggs in one basket, we can spread out our resources. This could mean storing supplies in multiple locations or cultivating different skills that could come in handy during a crisis. The principle here is not to rely on a single plan, but rather to have a variety of options at your disposal. Next, let's talk about sustainable technology. The ultra-rich invest heavily in technologies that can sustain them in the long term, like renewable energy sources or hydroponic systems for growing food. We may not be able to afford the most advanced tech, but there are affordable alternatives out there. For instance, a small solar panel setup or a backyard vegetable garden can go a long way towards self-sufficiency. Finally, let's consider the idea of remote safety locations. The ultra-rich often have multiple homes in different parts of the world, providing them with a range of safe havens. While most of us can't afford a second home, let alone one in a remote location, we can still think about safe places we could go in an emergency. This might be a friend's house in the countryside, a cabin in the woods, or even a well-stocked camper van. Remember, it's not about matching the ultra-rich dollar for dollar. It's about adopting their strategies and adapting them to our own circumstances. It's about thinking ahead, being resourceful, and preparing for the unexpected. So, whether you're a billionaire or not, there's always a way to prepare. Before we dive into the final scene, if you're enjoying this video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting content. We strive to bring you the most thought-provoking topics and insights, and your support helps us continue doing so. See that thumbs up button below? Go ahead and click it if you've found value in this video. And while you're at it, why not hit the subscribe button as well? Not only will you be the first to know when we upload new content, but you'll also be part of our growing community of curious minds. And if you think your friends would enjoy this video, feel free to share it with them. We love sparking interesting discussions. Now, let's get back to our video. In the end, the ultra-rich and their extravagant prepping methods reveal a paradox. It's a conundrum that ties us all together, no matter the size of our bank accounts. The wealthiest among us, with their bottomless resources, still grapple with the same uncertainties as the rest of us. They too are concerned about their survival, their future, and the well-being of their loved ones. It's a stark reminder that despite the vast chasms of wealth that separate us, we're all human. We all have the same fundamental needs and the same basic fears. We all want to feel safe. We all want to protect our families. We all want to survive. It's a universal truth as old as humanity itself. The paradox of prepping, then, is not that the ultra-rich are prepping in ways that seem out of reach for most of us. No, the paradox lies in the realization that even with virtually unlimited resources, the ultra-rich cannot escape the fundamental human condition. They cannot buy certainty in an uncertain world. They cannot purchase a guarantee of survival. They cannot avoid the simple fact that in the face of a true doomsday scenario, we are all equally vulnerable. So, what does this tell us? Perhaps it's that prepping is not just about stockpiling resources or building elaborate bunkers. Perhaps it's about acknowledging our shared humanity and our shared vulnerability. It's about recognizing that we're all in this together, and that our survival depends not just on our individual preparations, but on our collective actions. The ultra-rich may have their bunkers and their private armies, their high-tech survival gear, and their off-planet escape plans. But in the end, they're just like the rest of us. They're human, and like all humans, they're driven by the same basic instinct to survive. So, if you had unlimited funds, how would you prepare for doomsday? We may not all be billionaires, but we all share the same instinct to survive. What crazy options for prepping have you seen from the super rich? Post your comments in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.